Have you ever felt completely out of sync with the world? Like your brain operates on a frequency no one else receives? You finish others' sentences, you see solutions before the problem is fully explained. And somehow, you still feel deeply misunderstood by people. We measure intelligence with IQ scores, but the most brilliant minds carry traits that no test has ever been designed to capture. Today, we decode 10 psychological signs of a genuinely brilliant mind, including the ones that make your life harder, not easier. Some of these signs will make you smile with recognition. Some will feel uncomfortably precisely accurate. Both reactions mean you belong here. Lewis Terman spent decades studying over 1,000 gifted individuals. What he found challenges everything we think we know about high intelligence. His landmark study revealed that true intelligence is not just speed of thought. It is depth of character, emotion, and self-awareness. The people in Terman's study who thrived most were not the highest scorers. They were the ones who knew themselves most deeply and honestly. Intelligence is not a number. It is a collection of living, breathing, sometimes inconvenient psychological traits. Here are 10 of them. Sign 1, you cannot stop asking why. Not to be difficult, but because every answer reveals 3 more fascinating questions underneath. You Google one topic and emerge 2 hours later deep inside a subject you never planned to explore. Sound familiar to you? This curiosity is why you remember random facts about deep-sea creatures at dinner. You collect knowledge the way others collect photographs. The shadow side. Curiosity can scatter your focus. You start 10 projects and finish 2. Your browser has 47 open tabs right now. Shadow. The key is not to kill your curiosity, but to channel it. One deep focus at a time. Let the tabs stay open, but finish one thing first. Sign 2. You see patterns where others see noise. You connect ideas from entirely different fields and arrive at solutions no one else finds. You might solve a work problem by remembering a cooking technique or a line of poetry. Your mind cross-references everything it has ever learned. The shadow side. You explain your reasoning and people stare blankly. Your mental leaps make perfect sense to you and 0 sense to others. Shadow. Learn to build bridges in your explanations. Take people on the journey from A to B before you show them Z. They will follow you then. Your ability to connect dots is rare. In a world of specialists, you are a synthesizer. And the world desperately needs more of those people right now. Sign 3, you are comfortable not knowing the answer. And most people around you find that deeply, personally unsettling and strange. You hold multiple contradictory ideas at once without needing to pick a side immediately. This is not indecision, it is sophisticated thinking. The shadow side, people may see your openness as weakness or confusion. Decisive people get promoted. Nuanced thinkers often get overlooked in the room. Shadow. The solution is to lead with clarity, then layer in nuance. Give people your conclusion first, then your reasoning. That is how brilliant thinkers earn trust. Sign 4. You genuinely need solitude, not as a preference, but as a biological requirement for your mind to fully process and restore. Your alone time is not wasted time. Research shows your brain is actively consolidating memory, solving problems, and rebuilding itself in the quiet. The shadow side, too much solitude can become hiding. Ask yourself honestly, are you recharging right now, or are you avoiding something that deserves your attention? Shadow. Schedule your solitude intentionally. Protect it. And when you emerge from it, you will show up for others with a depth that depleted people simply cannot. Solitude is where your most original ideas are born. Newton formulated gravity in isolation. Darwin shaped evolution in long, solitary walks and quiet reflection. Sign 5. You do not accept information at face value. You ask where the data came from, who benefits, and what is being left unsaid. You question authority respectfully, not because you are rebellious, but because you know that even trusted sources carry blind spots and hidden assumptions. The shadow side, constant questioning can make you slow to trust and exhausting in relationships. Not every belief needs interrogating over dinner tonight. Shadow. Choose your battles. Save your critical thinking for decisions that matter. Give the people you love the gift of just being present sometimes. Applied with intention, critical thinking is a superpower. It protects communities from misinformation and opens doors that blind acceptance keeps permanently locked shut. Sign 6, you replay conversations in your head. You analyze your own reactions. You hold yourself accountable in ways most people never even attempt. You are not self-critical because you hate yourself. You are self-critical because you genuinely believe you can always grow into something better and truer. The shadow side, this internal analysis can become rumination. At some point, replaying the conversation is no longer growth, it is just suffering on a loop. Shadow. Set a reflection time limit, 10 minutes with your journal, then close it. Insight lives in the first pass. The 10th replay is just noise. Self-reflection is the rarest form of courage. Most people go their entire lives without ever honestly examining the story they tell about themselves. Sign 7. You feel what others feel before they even speak. You walk into a room and instantly know something is wrong with someone. This makes you a rare and precious friend. People feel genuinely seen and heard around you, which is rarer than any intelligence test score. The shadow side, absorbing everyone's emotions, is exhausting. Without boundaries, empathy becomes a weight that slowly and silently depletes your entire inner reserve. Shadow. Empathy with boundaries is strength. Empathy without boundaries is self-destruction. You must learn the difference between feeling with someone and carrying their load for them. Your empathy makes you an extraordinary leader. The best leaders in history were not the toughest. They were the ones who understood people most deeply. Sign 8, you believe your intelligence can grow. You see failure not as proof of your limit, but as data for your next attempt. Brilliant people are addicted to learning, not to being right. There is a crucial difference, and it is what separates good thinkers from great ones. The shadow side, perpetual growth mode can become a trap. You never feel ready, never feel good enough, always chasing the next version of yourself. Shadow. Balance. Growth with arrival. You can want to become better tomorrow and fully accept who you are today. Both can be true at the same time. Every challenge you have ever faced has added a layer of capability to you. You are not the same person who started. Look how far you have come. Sign 9. You feel emotions deeply, and you have learned, often painfully, how to not let those emotions make your decisions for you. This is not suppression. It is sophistication. You process, pause, and respond rather than react. That gap between stimulus and response is where wisdom lives. The shadow side, brilliant people sometimes over-intellectualize their feelings. You analyze the emotion instead of just letting yourself actually feel it and move through it. Shadow. Your regulated mind is your greatest professional asset. Under pressure, when others react, you respond. And that difference alone makes you extraordinarily valuable in any room. Your nervous system is a finely tuned instrument. Protect it with rest, movement, and the boundaries we discussed earlier. Regulation starts before the storm hits. Sign 10, you know you are not perfect, and you have made peace with that. This is rarer and harder than any of the 9 signs above. Self-acceptance is not self-satisfaction. It means you see yourself clearly, the gifts and the gaps, without needing to perform a more polished version to anyone. The shadow side, self-acceptance can tip into complacency. There is a fine line between loving who you are and using it as an excuse to stop growing. Shadow. When you accept yourself, your creativity unlocks. You stop spending energy defending your image and start spending it on what actually matters to you most. Terman's most thriving subjects shared one trait above all else. They knew who they were, and they did not apologize for it to anyone at all. Now that you recognize these signs, here is what to actually do with them, because awareness without action is just flattering self-knowledge. Start a daily 10-minute thinking journal, not a diary, a lab notebook. Write your observations, your questions, and one assumption you want to test today. Find one other brilliant mind to talk to regularly. Curiosity fed in isolation diminishes. Curiosity in genuine conversation multiplies exponentially and joyfully. Identify your sign number 7. your specific shadow side. Brilliant people who know their shadow are far more powerful than those who only know their light. Use your pattern recognition gift deliberately. Ask, what am I seeing that others in this room are not? Then find one kind way to share it with them. Protect your energy like the finite and precious resource it is. Every yes to noise is a no to the depth your brilliant mind genuinely requires. Stop hiding your unique thinking. The world is full of average answers. It desperately needs people willing to ask genuinely different and better questions right now. Intelligence is not a trophy. It is a responsibility to think more clearly, feel more deeply, and contribute more honestly to the world around you. You are not alone in the paradoxes your mind creates. Millions of people feel exactly what you feel, and they rarely talk about it out loud. Which of these 10 signs surprised you most? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one, and your answer genuinely shapes the next video I make. If this felt like someone finally understood the way your mind actually works, share it with one person who would quietly recognize themselves in every single word. Subscribe, and next we go deeper into the psychology of the overthinking mind and exactly how to make it work for you, not against you.